well beyond the $1 million mark, disclosed the fact that every one of them had the habit of reaching decisions very, very fast and change them slowly, if and when they were changed at all. People who fail to accumulate money, without exception, have the habit of reaching decisions, if at all, very slowly, and I'm changing those decisions quickly and often. And you might ask yourself, where you come on decisions? Can you make a decision real fast? Analysis of several hundred people, listen, almost all the successful people make decisions very fast. Well, I started to wonder about this. I wonder, how did they make their decisions so fast? Do they have access to special information we don't have? I mean, where did they do their research to find out whether they should make the decision or not? I figured it out. It took me a long time, but let's pay attention here. Here we are here. Levels of vibration, the white lines. We refer to them as frequencies. We think on frequencies. Now play with this. This will represent your train of thoughts. Okay? Yet it's the thoughts you're thinking that control your life that are going to dictate the results that you're getting. Now, if you don't like your results, you absolutely have to change your thinking. No question about it. Most people can't relate to this because they just take it in one segment. You've got to put them together. So we say, that's where I am, but that's really where I want to go. Now think of where you are and think of where you want to be. Think, I am going to do that. This is what Doug Dean was doing with me. I want to do that, and I'm going to do it as soon as I get these questions answered. I'm going to do that as soon as I get the money. I'm going to do that as soon as the kids are finished school. That's when I'm going to do that. They're always going to do it at another time, and what happens? Well, the time passes, the decision fades, and pretty soon the goal fades too. And so they stay where they are. Now that's where most people go through life. They don't really study. I don't have any formal education. I've started all kinds of business. I never written a business plan in my life. Now I know school says you have to do that, but I found another way, and I like it better. Now look at it. When you say, these are the results, understand why you're getting it. You're thinking down here on this frequency. Let me back that up. You are thinking down here on this frequency. And you said, that's where I want to go, up there. But you're not going to get up there, down here on this frequency. If you want to get up there, you've got to get on that frequency. Now look at it. If you're going to think up there, or get things up there, you've got to get on that frequency. You've got to be on the frequency that your want is on. And if you don't, you're going to stay where you are. You can run all over the place. You can get all kinds of stuff going, but that's where it's going to stay. Now look at it. This is really important. When you make a committed decision, and I'm going to ask if you make committed decisions for your own benefit here. See, I don't have to worry or wonder, am I going to get to where I'm going? I know I'm on my way. I will definitely arrive there because I'm already there in my mind. Yet it doesn't matter what anybody else does. My decision's made. When you make a committed decision, you change your life. Make a committed decision as to what you're going to do. Now, I'm going to tell you, the people here at the front of the room made a committed decision, and they stuck to it. They kept in the front of the room week after week, month after month. Every time we have a meeting, they're there. These are the top earners in the group. I had a laugh last night. Hannah was telling me that she had been watching something I did on one of the streaming things, and she was working with a bunch of people from Rogers Cable. That's the big cable they work here in Toronto. And up at Hockley Valley. I've done many meetings there. And she thought, I'm going to do what he was doing. She had 40-some salespeople from the same company. And she asked, who's the top salesperson? Well, pretty soon come out who the person was. And she went over and she asked them, she said, let me ask you a question. How many times in the last year has anyone in this company called you up and said, could I take you to lunch or breakfast? And I have a half a dozen very well-prepared questions asking you how you've done what you've done. You guys said, nobody's done that. I did that in Prudential with the number one agent out of 20,000 agents. No one had asked him. No one asked him how he became the best in the business. All I ever do is ask the best how they're doing it. That's exactly what I've done. There's no secret to what I've done. Ray said to me, he said, if you do exactly what I tell you, I did. Then I got with Nightingale, and I just automatically did that. I'd asked him, I'd be committed to do it. Now look, when you make a commitment to do something, you have to begin to think and act like the person you want to become, because you're up here in this higher frequency. And you see, want is the only prerequisite for making that decision. The way to get here has always been here. Nothing's created or destroyed. All the information you need to accomplish anything you want is already here. It's already here. The second you make the decision, you're on the frequency that you have to be on to attract the thoughts, to build the ideas, to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Now see, this is why successful people make decisions so fast. The only prerequisite is, do they want to do it? It's not, could they do it? It's not, can they afford to do it? The only question is, do they want to? Now, when you start thinking about what you want to do with this business, get serious with yourself. Ask yourself, what do you really want to do?